Alright there, my name's Rag Tagg, the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth, and welcome back to some more Apex Legends ranked gameplay today, guys. I am in solo queue, and I met myself a, well, we'll just call it a hard carry. There was a Bloodhound player who had previously reached Masters. I saw it in their badge after I went down, but we'll get to that. However, there was an interesting series of events, you could say, because even though I bumped into them randomly, this actually would not be the last time that I would see them, as you will find out. But the question begs, would I meet them again as a friend or as a foe? So you'll just have to wait and see the answer to that as the video goes on. And also, this ranked gameplay that you're looking at, I'm not sure where it's going. I'm just playing. I'm not, thinking too hard about the will I grind to diamond or not, because I feel like I've burned myself out every single time. So I'm just playing, having as much fun as I possibly can. We'll see how far we get. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's get on with it. Landing into Countdown in ranked didn't exactly fill me with the greatest amounts of enthusiasm, as this was a hot drop. So I didn't know what to expect here, except for loads of people landing here trying to punch me out, which is exactly what happened. Now you see, Wraith, had you not done 3,000 flying kicks at me, perhaps you would have got a weapon. I decided to heal up before going back inside. I had no idea what was going on. After that low Bloodhound scan, it was time to hesitate. There's a 5 or 6 second sort of period where they can see you, so we just delayed it. It was the right call, but the wrong aim. Seeing someone else around the corner there, Bloodhound in. Punching in a hemlock won't exactly help me pick it up now, will it, Rag Tagg, you absolute loser? The only choice here was to heal, but would we manage it without being discovered? Plenty of enemies fighting all around us. Just one more syringe. And welcome to my life. This is how it always happens. You never get a moment's peace just to sit there. I can't get one syringe without getting blasted in the face with a shotgun. It was now down to my team to get me back in the game. And as you can see here, our plays insane Bloodhound noticed an enemy, but that enemy was frozen still. Perhaps they were AFK. But as a man of honor, this Bloodhound player had no... Okay, well, whatever. It's probably some little guy called Terry, his AFK, because his mum was like, Terry, take out the garbage, will ya? I told you! That's pretty much how it goes, you know how mums are. So we were back in the game, and Lifeline was standing, waiting. She must have heard something in the distance. In actual fact, they were not wanting to die first. But that's alright, I'll go first. I basically go down as the premier member of the team, for a living. It is my true pleasure to die. And I was about to have my moment. But not before a one clip. Perfection jump. Just as we tried to thirst, Bloodhound shanked my enemy, took my shield swap. They probably needed it, let's face it, I'm useless at this game. But I had a blue shield, it was time to protect our Bloodhound. Who are you? What have you done with Rag Tagg?
Whole squad taken out. I like what I see. Reloading.
Parts of the coach's training was paying off. These are the moments where I remember to reload at the worst time. Okay, yes, I looking at it back now, it's painful. It's really difficult to watch, but it is what it is. I'm not editing out my mistakes. I could have healed, I could have done a whole number of things, but I'm in the afterlife. Lifeline's in the afterlife. 3 hostiles detected. This looked bad. But then Bloodhound made a decision. And that decision was, this game is not over. They turned around and scanned. 2 enemies left from that team. Could they possibly retrieve our banners? Even now, any normal player should just run away. But not this Bloodhound. Not Plays Insane, because they were about to try and make an insane play. Smart idea, charging up their ultimate. The banners were safe. Other enemies were around near the next respawn beacon. Plays insane. No cares. Let's fight. They changed their mind. Time to run. Ultimate fired. Let's go. Finally, we were about to get resurrected. We were gonna get resurrected. It's looking bad. It's like... Look, everyone is allowed a gutter tier moment. Because when you got a gold knockdown shield, anything is possible. I typed some motivation to my teammate. You got this, brother. The gutter tier believes the gutter tier was saved and the gutter tier was back. The hardest thing about being resurrected when there's only 5 squads left is surviving your first 10 seconds. If you can do that, then perhaps, maybe, just maybe, you stand a chance. But Bloodhound gave us that chance. With an alternator sentinel, it was time to go to work. I mean, not with the sentinel, but just look. The enemies don't know how bad we are with it. They just think they got lucky missing those shots. Anyway, this is one team of the 4 remaining on this map. Caution filled the gutter tier as we scaled the rock face. Swapping out the sentinel at last for a wingman. Thank goodness. However, as we started recharging our shields, our worst nightmare came to pass. Bloodhound was down. Another squad flew over our heads and the ring was beginning to close. This was no longer about securing eliminations. This was about securing our very lives. Everyone ran away from the sting of the ring. And let me tell you, one tick of that, you feel it. We had to regroup. I gave the enemy something to think about while we were doing that. There you go, pals, get some of that down yous. A creeping barrage. There were amazingly still 4 squads left after all of that, but we had to start pooling our loot because everyone was short. Bloodhound needed heavy ammo, I needed light ammo, I think they needed some shields, but I don't think they actually picked them up at this point. This game was getting tense. Lifeline down and I couldn't get to her. It was extremely frustrating, so we hid behind the respawn beacon and tried to heal. There was a rampart inside that building. And it turned out they had Sheila. Still 4 squads remaining. Our Lifeline's banner was going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to recover. I was running low on ammo and we just could not get inside that building. So we went up top, the only place that was safe for us. And all 3 squads knew exactly where we were. Even though they were cracked, unless I could finish them, it would have been a waste of ammo. And it turned out I just could not jump down there. Round 5 closing. I begged for light ammo just in case Bloodhound could somehow just poop them out.
Spotted. Double timing it.
This was a tough spot. Bloodhound badly needed some shields. Perhaps this time they would take the battery that I offered them before, and that they did, giving me back some shield cells. Some cute little camaraderie there. But sooner or later, we would need to jump down. And Bloodhound decided that was going to be sooner. With my tail tucked firmly between my legs, I scurried back up the building and retreated to find a point where I could take my Phoenix kit. The ring was about to close yet again, and Bloodhound was still in the thick of the action. Perhaps at this point I should have swapped over that 2x scope onto my wingman, but to be honest with you, at the time, this was the last thing on my mind, because we were about to have a gutter tier moment of our own. Alas, second place was all we could muster, but we still did quite well. I was so happy with my new teammate that I decided to invite him to a group, and he declined. But the good news was I had ranked up into Plat 3, and I was raring to go again.
Give me a sec. Recharge your shields.
He's hit for 60, by the way.
Reloading. Down another target. Give me a sec. Recharge your shield. That was a whole squad.
Rapes AFK, by the way, for some reason.
Smoke out. Hold tight. I got your back.
I need a weapon. Any good weapons in there? Or a
Yeah,
weapon?
there's boxes in here, man. Let's have a quick look. We have to go, though.
Death box here.
Someone else pushing in now.
Heading up.
Crack one there.
Healing.
Give me a sec. Recharge your shields.
That's lifeline cracked.
16.
Nice try, bud. And a nice try it was, so I queued up straight away again, and who was in my team but Plays Insane? Hey, yeah, I said. And off we dropped, somewhere nice and safe. I was delighted to have this teammate again because I knew it was guaranteed RP. The other thing is, I decided this time I would back him up no matter what, even if it meant ignoring our other teammate, because I felt like I owed this player a debt, and I was going to pay in full.
Hostile over there.
They were above us. I had to choose who to go with, and of course we chose Plays Insane. I would be your Overwatch. Not the terrible game, but yep. And yes, I got bamboozled, but every decoy you don't shoot is a mirage you don't kill. Think about it. Not this time, Plays Insane. I got your back, and I will keep it. That didn't make any sense, but I'm with you. Mirage knew that our Bloodhound was weak, but so did I. Back to the lobby with you. This was the right call. Once again, we had to back up. But I gave them something to think about. I'd run out of smoke. I couldn't help Bloodhound anymore. We had to back up. But he perished and was quickly finished. But then my teammate decided he was going to coach me. And if I'm honest, I wasn't in the mood. It has a cooldown, man. I can't use it just because you say.
Half the squad's gone. Time to give him my shield.
The enemy team did not give up their chase. In fact, they were hungry for that kill. With 10 squads left and -2 RP, I could not perform the same task which Plays Insane did for me, and that meant I'd have to leave him. But I had to use my skills, everything at my disposal to make sure that we ranked up. So I came up with the best idea. I don't want to hear about it, right? 8 squads left, +8. We're doing well. This is good. Then, I was forced to make a big decision that would change everything. guys, look, I'm getting better at this game. I can feel it. I might not be winning my 1v3 shit, but I will soon. And if I don't hit diamond this season, I'm uninstalling and I'm swapping to Roblox. Because I'm triggered!